I forgot about you, Spencer. So, up next is, I think, the only person in the club who's shorter than me. That's your very own Spencer McLaughlin.
Now, I should warn all of you, I'm not very good at this. I found myself using that line a lot recently. I don't mean to brag, but I actually haven't been using that line with girls a lot recently. It's probably because I haven't had a date in over 18 months, but like, besides the point. Just being honest, man. Honesty is a tricky thing, you know, because nowadays, for a lot of different reasons, people aren't honest with you. You know? Like honesty, real honesty can be a hard thing to find. But I tell you what, if you want honesty, the place where you should go is a Spanish language classroom. Yeah. Because the students in there are really honest about the fact that they have no idea how to speak Spanish. The professor will call and say, like, ¿qué piensas tú? Oh, fuck. Well, I don't know how to say it in Spanish, but I don't think she should have killed her baby. That's a real thing I heard in Spanish class this year. At 4 in the afternoon. I love how the students like, I don't know how to say it in Spanish. Because that's not the point of being in class, is it? To try. But hey, if they're being honest, I respect it. Some people are brutally honest. Those are my favorite people. Like I was in the library recently, and this kid I know came up to me. This was completely unprompted. He comes up and he goes, "Hey man, did you know that if you worked out, you could get really jacked?" That's like going up to someone and saying, "Hey, if you weren't so ugly, did you know you could totally be hot?" Like, if you didn't look how you looked right now, you'd look great. I was just like, I think anyone could get jacked if they worked out. He goes, "Nah, man, not everybody's got the body type for it. I can see, like, you have muscles. They're just hidden under a layer of fat. And if you worked out, you could get really jacked." I was like, well, I don't know who this jacked guy is, but he sounds like a lot of effort. So I'm gonna go have a piece of pie. And then he goes, "That's too bad, man, because instead you just look like a fat lemur." So now I'm the same thing as the Boomafoo, which is it's 2018, you can be whatever you want.
Yeah!
I love it. Any you watch the Boomafoo out there as a
Hell
kid?
yeah!
Yeah, right. Fat lemur. He's being honest though, and I respect that. Sometimes strangers will be honest with you. That can get interesting. So they figure they got nothing to lose. Like a couple of years ago, I was getting my hair cut at Sports Clips with a 12-year-old. And so, like, most people matured past high school, you know? I just didn't. I don't know if you've seen the clothes I'm wearing, but like most people matured past middle school. I didn't do that mentally or physically. I'm just a 12-year-old in a 14-year-old's fat lemur dad bod. I wonder why I can't get a date. Okay. I'm at Sports Clips. This woman in her mid to late 30s is cutting my hair. And we weren't having that dumb conversation you have with the person who cuts your hair, like, "Oh, what do you like to do? Where are you from?" I don't care. I'm never going to see you again. Just cut my hair. So this is completely unprompted again. She's cutting my hair. She goes, "Are you black?" What? Yeah. "Are you black?" "No." And now I thought this is where the conversation would end. But she acted like this was a completely normal thing to ask somebody. Like she wasn't satisfied. She was like, Yeah, you look like you could be black. What do you say to that?
Well, you know what? If I wasn't so white, I could totally be black.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't know what to say. Because, like, as surprising as this may be, I'd never been asked that before. So I was just like, oh, no? And the rest of the haircut was dead silent. But she was being honest, and I respect that. If you want honesty, though, you should not look at politics. It's like looking for a beer in an AA meeting. It's not a good idea. Everybody's so full of shit. There are Benson bathrooms with less shit than Washington, D.C. It's unbelievable. The thing that bothers me the most about it, though, is that every politician does the same thing. It's the same thing. You might have an idea what it is, but like, I'll show you what it is. Watch. This is an apple. I have an apple in my hand. Do you see the apple? This is a great apple. It's an important apple. But not enough Americans can get this apple. But I assure you, if you vote for me, you, your family, and your dog, which I have too, because I'm so relatable, will be able to get this apple. You know what the problem with this is? There's no fucking apple. There's nothing there. But you were all looking at me, going like, oh, I wonder if it's a Red Delicious apple. I like Honeycrisp apples too. Oh, if it's Granny Smith, he could put it in a pie. I like this guy. I'll vote for him. And there's no apple in my... Oh, shit, I dropped my apple. Every politician does the same thing, man. Like Bernie Sanders, that dude's the king of offering shit he doesn't have. And by the way, I'm getting to the Republicans in a moment, because there's plenty to mock there. But Bernie, man, he just goes out there like, oh, look, let me just say this with one hand waving around in the air. We have a great deal of apples in this country. But almost all of new apples are going to the top 1/10 of 1/10 of 1/10 of 1%. That is why I'm going to introduce an apples for all bill so that the United States can join the rest of the industrialized nations to guarantee apples as a right to all citizens. Every politician does the same thing, man. Like, you guys remember watching Ben Carson in the Republican primaries? You know, when the GOP trotted out all the qualified candidates for president? But Ben Carson, again, same thing with the apples, man. It's the same thing, but Ben Carson was just weird about it. He just got up there and was like, yes. Look, I'm a doctor, and I once separated twins at birth, which somehow will help me be president, you know? And I'd just like to remind you that an apple a day keeps Ben Carson away. And I'm glad the apples are here to keep Ben Carson away, but instead we just got an orange. And nobody wanted the orange. Oh, Trump. I tell you what though, when Trump got elected, the happiest guy in the world had to have been George W. Bush. Look, up until Trump, W was regarded as the least intellectual president of all time. He doesn't have that problem anymore. But I still feel like being an advisor to Bush would have been hard, you know? You just come up to me and you're like, Mr. President, 4 Brazilian people have been killed in a shootout in Southern California. And I see. And how many is a Brazilian? Mr. President, Brazilians are a people. Oh, I see, like a country. Yeah. And remind me again where Brasilia is. Is that like in Africa? I'd like to remind all of you to never misunderestimate my vocabulary. Speaking of vocabulary, Trump's got that of a 3rd grader. Good God. If I was in one of those 1-month advisory positions he has, you know, like chief of staff or national security. If I was one of those, every day I would go put a thesaurus on his desk, and I would say, Mr. President, you cannot tweet until you read 3 pages. That's it. Because he uses the same 4 words to describe all nouns. Have you noticed this? Every person, place, or thing, in case you forgot what a noun is, every one of those, he's got the same 4 words and expressions. It's all the same. It's just, oh, it's big and beautiful, it's fantastic, it's tremendous, it's outstanding, and it's fantastic. And I did not say fantastic twice. You did because you are fake news. Oh, Donald. You gotta give Trump some credit, though, whether you like him or not. You do. Because that guy is unique. Forget a politician. We haven't had a person talk like this guy. Like, he says all this crazy shit, and then he'll go out on Twitter and declare himself a stable genius. What? As if he'd his Make America Great Again team sit around playing 4-dimensional chess in their free time. Like, as far as stable geniuses go, Donald Trump is a Jenga tower, man. There's nothing stable about it. And and also, it's not very complex. And all it takes is one poke, and it's just, we're sending nukes into Kenya today. I think that could have been avoided if they just sent us Obama's birth certificate. Calling Donald Trump a stable genius, that's like calling me black. Okay? It's the same situation. Because apparently, there's a small minority of people that believe that this is true. When most of us, using things like common sense and observation, look at the situation and are like, this is obviously not true.
Well, you know what? If he wasn't such an unstable moron, he could totally be a stable genius. All right, that's all I've got for you guys tonight. Thank you, everybody.